Hey guys, today we are going to be learning about the e-cards, which are email postcards that are part of your ACE CRM program. So to start out, as always, we're going to be on our ACE dashboard. And to find the e-cards, we are going to use this email tab here. Click the drop down and you'll see the option for email marketing. Once we click there, you will automatically see a bunch of the e-cards that are available. In order to find specific subjects, there are two main places you're going to look. The first one is stock templates, and the second one is company templates. Just a heads up, stock templates has the most that are postcard format, meaning there's an image included. Company templates, some of them have images, but a lot of them don't. And any that you see that say converted letters, such as this one right here, those don't have images. Those are really just a written email. So if I open one of those up, you'll see there's no image other than your information at the bottom. It's just a written email. So if you're looking for an actual postcard type look with an image included, stock templates is really where you want to be looking. So if you click here on the left on stock templates, you'll get a list of all of the different categories to help you narrow it down to what you're looking for. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no real search option for a keyword search. So you're just going to scroll through here and look around until you find the category that you're interested in. So they have, thank yous, anything to do with your seller. If you have a new client, there's all the different holidays. And remember, some of those go out as part of the holiday ready to go plan. Those are all the non-denominational ones. So for instance, they send out a Happy New Year's automatically. They don't send out Christmas. So if you wanted to send out an actual Christmas e-card, you would click on holiday Christmas, and then you would see your options to the right here. Okay. So once you have honed in on which category you want and you've clicked it and you've checked on over here, which one do I want? Let's say I want to send out something about spring cleaning. You can click on any of these individual options to preview it. One thing I want to point out, as you can see, all of these are good because all of these have your contact information at the bottom of the email. In other categories, you may see options where your contact information is at the top. Those don't read as well because when your client opens it, they would actually have to scroll the email down to get to the photo and body of the email. When they open it, they're just staring at your contact information. So when I'm looking, I always try to make sure I pick one that has a footer, not a header. All right. So I'm going to click on the one for spring cleaning, just as an example. So it opens up, and on the right is what it's going to look like in the body of the email. So it has the subject line that they will see, which will say start spring with a fresh clean. This image will be there. And then this is the body of the email. So anytime in the body of the email that you see these weird double parentheses, that's an autofill token, meaning even if you send this to a bunch of different people at the same time, this is going to autofill each individual contact's first name. So when it comes through, it looks like it's addressed specifically to them and not a spam email. You'll see another one at the bottom where it says agent first name. So it's going to autofill your first name as a signature. And then all of them have this footer that has all of your contact information. This gets pulled from your ACE profile. So if this is incorrect or you need to change it, you cannot edit it on here. You would have to edit it up here in your ACE profile. Now, anything contained in this eCard, you can edit. So over here on the left, you see these menu options. So first up is subject. And if we click that, that is the subject line of the email. You can click in here, delete it and change it to whatever you want it to be. You'll see it change here on the right. And then all you have to do is click back. Next up is image. So if you don't like this image and you have another one you want to use instead, you would click body image here on the left. A new window is going to open, and there are stock images you can choose from. There's tons of them. There's company images you can choose from. There's a bunch of those. Or on my images, you can click this add my image button and then choose one from your computer. Please keep in mind that if you are uploading your own image to use, it has to be something you have the rights to. It can't just be some random photo you've pulled off the internet. It needs to be either a picture you took, a professional picture you purchased from a photographer, whatever the case might be. You need to make sure that it's one that you are allowed to use. Once you've selected whichever image you want to upload, you have to agree to all this telling you you better own it. Then you would click save image and you would go back. Okay. Once you're done changing the image, again, click on this bar again to go to the main menu. Next is salutation. So this one uses the word hi. If you don't like that and you want it to be a little bit more formal, you can change that to hello. Just remember, you do not want to edit this part because then the autofill will not work. So once I've changed that to hello, I'm going to click on salutation again to go back. Next thing you can change is the actual text of the email. You can see this one has 2 hyperlinks to articles. You can click anywhere in here to start editing. And you will get this bar that you should be pretty familiar with. It's the same as almost any Word document program or email program. So you can change the size of the type. You can change the typeface. You can do bold, italic, underline, choose your alignment. Over here on the far right, you can insert a new hyperlink. And then on the far left right here, this is kind of unique and what I want to make you guys aware of. This is the token where you can drop in an additional autofill field. So let's say you wanted to, in the body of the email while you're talking, you say something like, you can, visit my website to search for more properties. You can come down here and select website link, your agent. Make sure you do the agent one. There's one for company too, but you want the agent website link. So I can insert this token, and then as you can see, it changes here on the right. Your website link will automatically be filled in for you when you send out the email. Okay. So you can edit any of this that you want, however you want. Once you're done doing editing of the main body, once again, you just click back on message text again. Back here to the main menu. And now, once you've edited everything that you've wanted to change, you would hit the save button. It's going to ask you to name this because you're not overwriting the original. You're creating a new one that's going to save separately. So whatever you want to call it, you can say my version of or edited version of, whatever you want. So I would call this my spring cleaning. Next, you have to choose a folder. So the existing folders, you probably won't have any if you have not edited any of these before. So you can create a new one and you would just title it this is like a category. So if you're going to be creating several of your own eCards, like you would have a category for listing prospecting, you might have a category for new client prospecting. So this would be considered, let's say, a touch base, right? Just an extra thing you're sending out to keep in contact with your clients. So I'm going to create a new folder called touch base, and then I'm going to save it. Little window pops up, says it did it. Okay, great. And that's it. You're done. You've edited that one. Okay. So we're going to go back to the main eCard menu here. Once you have created some of your own, they will show up at the bottom under My Templates. So now if I click My Templates, these are all those folders that I have created. Okay. So if I click on any of these, there's the one I just created. Click it to open it up. There it is. It's that easy. So next thing is, now that I've created this, how do I send it? Okay. So from any of the eCards, once you have selected an individual eCard, you will see a send button as part of the left-hand menu. So just click send. And then in this box right here, you can search for any individual contact or group that already exist in your ACE CRM. So if we just start typing, the options that are available will come up. You select whichever one you want, and then you're back in this box so that you can keep going. So you can send it to several individuals, you can send it to several groups. Like say I wanted to send it to my sphere of influence, I would type that and group name comes up and I would add that. Keep in mind, they will only show up if they already exist in your ACE CRM. Unfortunately, you can't just type an email in here and have it go. It has to be one that already exists. So if you're trying to send this to someone and they're not showing up as one of the options to click on, you would have to wait, go back, add that person as a contact in the CRM itself, and then you would be able to send it. If you want to CC yourself a copy of what you're sending out, just check that box. And then your next option, I'm going to take off sphere of influence so I don't actually send this. Next option is, when would you like this email sent? So if you leave it on send now and click send email, it will go immediately. They also have an option to send later. This is a great option because you can build a bunch of eCards, have them ready, but then schedule them to go out on specific dates. So time block yourself a chunk of time, you know, like on a Thursday afternoon when you're not busy, get a bunch of these ready and then schedule them for whenever you want them to send out. At the beginning of each week, you can get a birthday one ready for all the upcoming birthdays that week, however you want to do it. So if you want to send it later, just select that option. You can choose a date here from the calendar, right? So you can just scroll through and say, I want this to go on the 2nd. It'll change the date. And then you can select time of day, morning, afternoon, or evening. Okay. So if you're scheduling it, you would hit schedule delivery. If you send now, you would hit send email now, and it will go right away. You will get an okay, email sent, great, and you're done. So it really is very simple to use these. It's a great tool. You can edit them however you want. There are loads of options available to you. Once again, to find them, they're all under email tab here at the top in ACE and email marketing. You're going to be looking mostly at stock templates. You can also look in company templates. And if you've created any of your own, they will show up under My Templates. So that's it, really. There's not a lot to this. It's why it's so great, because it's easy and 1, 2, 3. If you need a refresher course at any point, please remember In your ACE dashboard, under the Education tab, you can go here to the Training Library folder. Then you go here to Help Documents and Videos, and you will get a whole list of all of the available documents and videos alphabetically on all of the different tools that we have. If you are looking for something specifically on e-postcards, that's actually part of the ACRM. So you would come in here. Let's look at help videos. So these are all the videos on different parts of the ACRM. And you can see here's one right here for eCard marketing. Okay. So you can do that, or you can also go, if you prefer to have a printout that you can just lay in front of you when you do it, you can click Help Documents, and it will take you to a Google folder of all different CRM related documents. Okay. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for spending the time to watch this video. As always, if you have follow-up questions or need additional one-on-one help, you can always email or text me. But I hope you start using this tool because it's super handy and easy to use.